Okay, so sorry for this delay. Some things happened, some technical issues happened. That's why the systems are doing problems. So that's why I have left the meeting. So okay, now it is okay. So let's start our programming concept, which we want to show you that how the quicksort program can be done. So now it is visible to everyone. It is visible to everyone.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay. So first let's start. We will use the header file, that is stdio.h header file. Then before starting everything, first we declare the main, that is int main. We write main, that means it will return anything. So inside of it, what we are doing here, we are saying, and or we can say that we are giving what? A array. That means there is not user defined array. That means we are not using the user input here. We are declaring that. We are declaring, at first we are declaring. So that's why we use that the name of the array is int a array, and the elements we are declaring that what are the elements will be present. So let's say we are taking the elements 3, 5, 2, 13, then 12, then 3, then 2, then 13, then 45. So we are saying that this is a list of the array. We are telling that. So that means what? How many number of elements are present? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 9 elements are present. That means we will say int n. N is the number of elements. So say that the value of the n is 9. Okay. So next we are using a function. This function we have used. This function you are using an user defined function. This is basically an user defined function. Now in this user defined function, what we are doing? We are explaining this as a user defined function. Now the working of this user defined function is that it will print the array, only that. But we want through this function we can perform this. So that's why we are doing what? Here we are doing print array. We are declaring and print array function. That means whenever inside the main, what we do, functions calling we have done. So print array is a function, we are calling this. And these functions will be defined by us. And the working of this function is what? Only to print the array. So these functions we are declaring name print array, and as a parameter what it will take? As a parameter it will take the array and the size of the array. Then next, what? So that means what? In this print array a comma n as a parameter we are taking. So that means this will what? This will print the array. So after printing the array, what we will do? We will quick sort. We will do quick sort functions. So in this quick sort function, what? As a parameter we will send? As a parameter we will send array. Then you see we are passing 0. That means the lower index means the starting point, the first point of the array. That is what? Array index 0. So array is started from where? From 0 position. That is, we are saying that the first element index, that is array 0. So we are passing that. And now up to what position it will goes on? if we convert, if we start from 0 position, then it will goes on to n minus 1. That is the means what if our 8 number of elements present, that means 0 to 7. So that is why it is 0 to n minus 1. So if this is our n number of elements present, then we can say if we start from 0, this will be n minus 1. Okay, so we are performing this over the quick sort. Then what we will do after performing the quick sort, we will again print the sorted array. So that means it will be the functions an, means the array and the number of elements, and after that we will return the 0. So this is all about inside the main we have done. We have used what the functions print array. This will print the array, and after printing the array, the quicksort will be performed, and after performing the quicksort, the array will be printed. So now you see that all these three, we can say this two, means print array functions and quicksort functions we have used here. But what we have to do, this is the function calling in the main. So that means this function should be defined outside of the main. So now one by one we will define the function. So first we will define the print array function which we have used. So how we will do that? That's how I have shown the programming that has to be done. When you do the program, then you follow these steps, because that's how the program should be written. So that means what? Now this function should be what? This function should be defined. Here we are calling this function. So that means this function should be defined outside the main. So what we will do, we will use void print array. Print array, this function, and what is the parameter it will take? It will take parameter the array. So whenever we want the array, then another method we can write that if we choose the base address of an array, that means it will be total array, we can get the address of the total array. So that means what? We will use int star array. Okay, and the size of the array. So we are using this. Then inside this, what? This function is basically printing the array. So that means here inside this we'll use a for loop. Inside this we will use a for loop. So that's why for I equal to, I equal to 0, then I less than equal to n, because it will check that I less than equal to n, I plus plus. Sorry, I have to declare this because previously I have not declared the I any position. So that's why I have to declare inside this that for int I equal to 0, then I less than, sorry, not less than equal to, because it will check n minus 1 times. So that means what? I less than n, I plus plus. And after that, inside this, we will use printf and %d, then what we'll use array I, and outside of this we'll use printf /n. And now what is the meaning of this? This is the new line. So that was why we have used that. What the perform of this, it will print the array that from 0 to n minus 1 it will check, and all the elements will be printed here. So this is the print array function. So this is the basic functions we have declared. Now what we have to do? We have to then use the concept quick sort. Now this it is called here inside the mains. So that means what we have to do? We have to define this our function. So let's define the function. So how we will define this? We will use void what? Quick sort, the function name void quick sort, and what it will take? It will take array, then first element, last element. This is taking that. So for your easiness, I typing that int array. Okay. So that means it will take int array and int now 0. In 0 position, what will be placed? 0 is a low position. That's why I directly write int low here. And n minus 1. So that means last position, or we can say that is what? High position. So int high. That is it. That is the functions. This function is taking here. This function is taking that. So after that, we will do what? We will use inside this. Now inside the first in the quicksort algorithm, you have seen what is that? We have to find the partition index, means the position of the pivot. So that means what? Here we will use a variable named partition. I am saying that this name is partition index. This name is partition index. Now outside I am writing that this is the what? Index of pivot after partition. This is not necessary for you to write, but I have written that for your easiness, that this is partition index is what? It is the index of the pivot, means the pivot element index after partitioning. So next after this, what we have to do? We know that we have to check that we have seen that I less than equal to j. That means what? Low less than equal to high. This condition should be checked. So if low less than equal to high, if low less than equal to high, then what we will do? You know, we first what we have done in the algorithm, we have seen quicksort algorithm, the position of the pivot, because this partitioning index will hold the position of the pivot. So that means partition index, this will hold what? This will hold the position of the pivot element. So partition index equal to, we will call the partitioning algorithm here. So that means we are saying partition, and this partition algorithm will take what? It will take the array, then low value and high value. This will be taken by the partitioning algorithm. And after doing the partitioning algorithm, the position of the pivot will be found, and this will be stored in this partition index. So that means what? And what we'll do? Quicksort. Now, in the algorithm, if you see the algorithm I have shown, that after finding the partition index means the position of the pivot, the list will be divided into two parts, and we will what? Recursively call the quicksort function. That means the list will be divided into two parts, left list and right list, and same position. That means in the left list, the pivot element will be chosen. Then there will be the position of the pivot element. We place the position of the pivot element, and then after that, the list will be divided. This process, this recursive process will goes on. So that means what? The list will be divided into two parts. One is A, it is the array. When as a parameter, we are sending the array. Then the two part will be what? Low to partition index. Low to partition index means what will be the it will be left side of the list and right side of the list. Then left side of the list starting from where? From low to partition index -1 means the position where the partition takes place, that previous element, and the next in the right side where it should start from. In case of low, it will start from partitioning index +1 to high. That is the two division of the list. So index, partition index -1. So from low to partition index 1, this is a list, and another one is from partition. It will be the right side of the list will be partition index +1 to 5. And from partition index +1 to high. So our quicksort functions have been declared. But you see, we have another function here. Function is calling here. So that means what? We have to also. So that means here now define the part. So here we will do what? We will define the partition algorithm. Int partition. What it will take? What this algorithm will take? Same parameter here in the quicksort we have sent. Same parameters will be taken by the what? Partitioning algorithm, int A, int I. And now the partitioning algorithm, we will declare that partitioning algorithm. First, what we will do? We will choose the pivot. So in low. Now that means what? We always choosing the first element as pivot, and low is present on what? At the first element. So that's why we choose a low, because that the pivot is present in the first element. So that's why pivot is equal to a low. Next, we know that there are two variables we use in the partitioning. One is I and another is j. So we will declare that int I equal to what? Int I will start from where? First element is already the pivot element. So that means I will start searching from next element of the pivot. So that means what? We will say low +1. So I searching will start from low +1. That means from the next element. First element, it is already a low, it is already pivot present here. So that means from the next element, the checking will be started. So int I equal to low +1. And j will start from where? J will start from where? J will start from high position. J will start from high. Yes, J will start from high. So that means now we will use a variable. We have to use a variable. Bolo.
सर आई तो लो से स्टार्ट होगा ना, लो प्लस 1।
ए लो में क्या है, हम बोल दे रहे ए लो मेरा फर्स्ट पोजीशन है, फर्स्ट पोजीशन में तो पाइवट प्रेजेंट है, तो हम क्यों चेक करेंगे फर्स्ट
यस
पोजीशन पे,
यस सर यस।
पाइवट प्रेजेंट है फर्स्ट पोजीशन में, तो हम उसका नेक्स्ट एलिमेंट से स्टार्ट करेंगे, इसलिए। ठीक है, सो नेक्स्ट
यस
अब हम क्या करेंगे, अब हम एक व्हाइल लूप लिखेंगे। ठीक है, हम एक व्हाइल लूप लिखेंगे। व्हाइल लूप का काम क्या है, अब आई को हम चेक करेंगे क्या, आई विल चेक दैट द वैल्यू इज ग्रेटर देन पाइवट, द वैल्यू इज ग्रेटर देन पाइवट। सो दैट मीन्स अगर ग्रेटर देन मेरा नहीं हुआ तो हम क्या करेंगे, आई को तो सिर्फ इंक्रीमेंट करते जाएंगे। तो दैट मीन्स हम व्हाइल में ये कंडीशन लिखते हैं दैट ए आई